Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Man United fear Antony has suffered recurrence of ankle injury, could be out for 2 months. Manchester United fear Antony may have suffered a recurrence of an ankle injury, which kept him on the sidelines during the final 2 months of last season with Ajax. The Brazil international has had a mixed start to his United career. He has shown several flashes of brilliance, but the attacker has also struggled in multiple appearances. He has still had a decent debut season with 15 goal contributions. It's now reported by The Independent that Antony's campaign could be over after his serious injury. The 23-year-old was in tears as he was stretchered off in the first half against Chelsea, and it's claimed that he has suffered a recurrence of the same ankle injury from last season. Antony missed the final 2 months of Ajax's campaign as a result, and the attacker could face a similar spell on the sidelines with the Red Devils, as per The Independent. Sancho recently provided cover for Marcus Rashford on the left wing, and he could have a similar role with Antony ruled out for the remainder of the campaign. The England international had a lively performance from the right flank. After Antony's setback, he bagged an assist for Anthony Martial's goal before half-time. Aside from his goal contribution, he managed 5 key passes and created 3 big chances. Sancho completed the game with a pass accuracy of over 80%. The 23-year-old has been in and out of the starting lineup this term, and he has the chance to prove his credentials in the much-anticipated FA Cup final on June 3. United will tackle arch rivals Manchester City at the Wembley Stadium. Sancho should be motivated to come out on the winning side against his former employers. Erik Ten Hag makes up his mind on Jadon Sancho's future. Jadon Sancho has had an up and down season, however, his recent improvement seemed to have impressed Erik Ten Hag. Sancho hasn't said the word alight recently, however, his improvement has been consistent. Against Chelsea, his performance was arguably the best he has looked in red. Following this, in his press conference, Ten Hag heaped praise onto Sancho and suggested the Englishman will continue to improve next year. He said, "He did very well on the right side and played a very good game. I think Jadon Sancho is one of the players who made progress in the season, and there were many players in our squad who made good progress. I think it's a good base to build further." This also seems to suggest Ten Hag has decided Sancho has a future at the club. This follows months of uncertainty with report suggesting he was on the list to be sold. The Englishman assisted Anthony Martial to put United 2-0 up following his switch to the right wing. Along with the assist, Sancho had 3 big chances, created 5 all season, along with the 5 key passes. Given the unfortunate injury to Antony, Sancho could now find himself with an opportunity on the right to give Ten Hag a selection headache ahead of next season. This brought his entire season haul to 6 goals and 3 assists, a good platform to build himself on next season. Sancho kicked the season off in fast fashion, scoring twice in his first 5 league games. These include the winner against Leicester and the opener against Liverpool at Old Trafford. Despite the season being far below what United expected when they forked out £73 million, he has shown signs of that player. Arguably his season highlight was his wonderful strike against Tottenham in the 2-2 draw. Sancho cut onto his left before finishing coolly, showing the player he can be. However, if he fails to improve next season, he could quickly find himself on Ten Hag's departures list once again. Sporting Lisbon set for a huge financial windfall following Man United's top 4 finish. Sporting Lisbon are set to receive a further fee of €1 million from Manchester United following the Red Devils' qualification for the Champions League. The payment is part of the variables negotiated when Sporting Lisbon sold Bruno Fernandez to United in January 2020. As it stands, United will have a paid total of €65 million for Fernandez, that is, the transfer fee and bonuses that have already been attained. United guaranteed themselves a top 4 finish after beating Chelsea on Thursday night in a 4-1 win at Old Trafford. Record Portugal report. Manchester United qualification for next season's Champions League makes the value of Sporting's inflow from the transfer of Bruno Fernandez skyrocket to 65 million euros. Bruno Fernandez left Sporting for United in January 2020 for a fixed amount of 55 million euros plus 25 million euros in variables. Record adds of these 25 million euros, Sporting achieved another 10 million in goals, 5 million euros when the Portuguese international reached 25 games with United's shirt, which happened in September 2020, and a further 5 million euros related to qualification for the Champions League, 3 million euros for the first one in 2020-2021, and another 1 million euros for the two following ones in 21-22 and 23-24 guaranteed now. The remaining 15 million euros is contingent on Fernandes winning the Champions League or winning the Ballon d'Or. Based on this, Fernandes' transfer is the most profitable in Sporting Lisbon's history at 65 million euros. Newcastle joined Man United in race to sign Victor Osimhen after Champions League qualification. Newcastle United have joined Manchester United in the race to sign Napoli striker Victor Osimhen following their Champions League qualification, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Nigerian star has had a splendid campaign with the Naples outfit. He has scored 28 goals and provided 5 assists from just 37 appearances across all competitions. United have been closely following him since last summer, but it appears they are set to face a huge competition for his services when the transfer window reopens. Bayern München and Paris Saint-Germain are also keen on signing the 24-year-old, but there is now fresh competition from Eddie Howe's side for the talented center forward. The Magpies have reportedly raised their market objectives after securing Champions League football and have their sights on a big money transfer for Osimhen this summer. United have identified Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane as the priority striker target for the summer, but there are no assurances that the England star could join them. Spurs could be reluctant to do business with a direct rival. Their chairman Daniel Levy could decide to sell him to an overseas club. Real Madrid seem to be interested in Kane. Osimhen could be United's fallback option this summer, and in our opinion, they must not lose his services to the Magpies, who have ambitious plans under their Saudi owners. The Magpies are back in the Champions League after 2 decades, but United remain one of the most lucrative clubs for any striker. The big question is whether they can pay the fee. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis could hold out for a staggering 160 million euros to sell Osimhen this summer. United may not make such an outlay without player sales this summer. The club are also aiming to bolster other key positions. A takeover would change the entire dynamic, but as things stand, the asking price could be a potential stumbling block for United. Man United handed the blow as Real Madrid enter the race to sign Harry Kane. Manchester United have been handed a potential blow with Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti keen on signing Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane this summer, as report. The Red Devils are expected to pursue a marquee striker during the upcoming transfer window, and it has been widely reported that Kane is the priority target for manager Erik ten Hag. However, they could now face fresh competition in the player's pursuit, with Madrid knocking on the door. Karim Benzema has been Los Blancos' undisputed choice up front for many years, but Ancelotti is looking for an ideal striker to complement the Ballon d'Or winner before next season. Kane is Ancelotti's favorite. The Italian tactician sees Kane as the perfect striker with his experience. He believes the 29-year-old could offer immediate performance and can prolong it over several seasons. Spurs are yet to make any decision on Kane's future, but they could be compelled to sanction his sale this summer, with his contract due to expire at the end of the 23-24 campaign. Kane has had another fantastic Premier League campaign with the Spurs. He has been ever present in the top flight, contributing 28 goals and 3 assists from 37 appearances. Despite his efforts, The North London club have failed to qualify for next season's Champions League. They could miss out on European football unless Aston Villa drop points. Hence, we won't be surprised if Kane decides to move on from Spurs. The capital outfit value him at £100 million, and it appears a fair price for a striker who has only got better with age. Both United and Madrid have the luxury of Champions League football next season, but Spurs could prefer to do business with Los Blancos than negotiating with a direct league rival. However, this does not mean that United are out of the race. Kane currently has 211 Premier League goals and may want to leapfrog Alan Shearer's all-time record of 260 in the coming seasons. This could persuade him to prolong his Premier League stay. With the Spurs no longer competitive at the top level, United would be a lucrative destination for Kane to add trophies to his cabinet. Man United have asked about Jules Conde, who is unhappy with the playing role. Manchester United have asked about Barcelona defender Jules Conde ahead of the summer transfer window, according to Spanish outlet AS. The Red Devils were linked with the Frenchman during last summer's transfer window, but he chose to join Barcelona from Sevilla in a deal worth €60 million. Conde has since made 38 appearances for the Catalan Giants in all competitions, but the majority of those 21 have come from the right-back position. It's now reported that the 24-year-old has spoken with manager Xavi Hernandez. He has voiced his displeasure over playing out of position at Barcelona. Conde prefers to operate from the heart of the defense, but Xavi currently favors Ronald Araujo and Andreas Christensen as his central defensive pairing. Meanwhile, the Frenchman recently insisted that he is not looking to leave Camp Nou, but as he claimed that the player could be sold if he does not want to play at right back. The Spanish publication says that Barcelona could sign a high-profile right back by selling Conde. United are one of the clubs that have asked about information on him. United were obviously admirers of Conde in the past. However, they have now turned their focus to landing the signature of Napoli defender Kim Min-jae. The South Korean has refused to rule out a move from Naples, and United are ready to trigger his €58 million foreign release clause, which will be active from July 1 till 15. With this in mind, we believe the Conde speculation is agent-driven. Aside from United, Chelsea have also been linked despite their spending spree on centre-backs. Conde is unhappy with his current role in the Barcelona squad. His agent is probably using United's name to put pressure on Xavi to play the defender in his preferred role. The player's representative may also be looking to gauge interest from potential suitors. One thing is for sure that United would not a troublesome player in the squad. Marcus Thuram already has a contract offer from Man United. Borussia Mönchengladbach forward Marcus Thuram already has a contract offer from Manchester United, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Frenchman has had a fine season with Mönchengladbach, scoring 16 goals and providing 7 assists from 31 appearances in all competitions. He will be leaving them when his contract expires in June 30, and Gazzetta dello Sport revealed that the 25-year-old has a proposal from United on the table. Thuram has yet to agree terms with any club, and it's claimed that he is also aware of the long-term interest from Inter, who have offered a 5-year deal. Thuram started his career as a left winger, but over the past year he has played as the main man up front. The former Guingamp graduate has 23 goals contributions for Mönchengladbach this term, but has also impressed with his work rate when out of possession. Thuram has won an impressive 4.7 duels per game with 1 key pass. He has also caught the eye with his dribbling and possesses a strong physical presence. United boss Erik Ten Hag may not see Thuram as a regular starter, but could be used in regular rotation. With his ability to play on the left wing or up front, he could get regular minutes off the bench. It's left to be seen whether Thuram would accept such a role, given United are expected to pursue a marquee striker during the summer. In comparison, the World Cup finalist could be guaranteed a starting spot alongside Lautaro Martinez. if he were to join Inter on a free transfer. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.